Hello everyone, FunshineX here. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Space Engineers. This is episode 9. Today, I know I promised in the last episode we would start our airplane, but I still don't have enough resources to build my ramp, my runway for the airplane. And so that's not going to be a good idea to do. So I want to get a lot of stone, a huge ton of stone, and I want to get a lot of ores at the same time. So we're going to build a stationary drill. So it's not going to be on a ship, not going to be able to move around. It's just going to be stationary and mine this whole hillside. As you can see, I'm in an area that has, where's my waypoint here? I don't know where it is, but iron, cobalt, and nickel. This is the original mine that we drilled our rover into, our tunnel bore. So I had something weird happen. When I was playing Season 1, I had asteroids that were completely made of iron. Like the whole thing was made of iron. And then about a week into that series, maybe 2 weeks, they all turned to stone. And I don't know, nobody else reported the bug. I couldn't find any other instances of it, and I have no idea why it happened. And then I noticed that anytime I did find iron, the only part that was like colored red was like the very outer edges of it. Everything inside was gray, and that happened for all ores. So, about 2 days ago, I come back to this mine to hope to get some iron. Nothing here. It's all stone. There's no iron at all in this cave anymore. And I know there was iron here because I didn't take all of it. Yeah, so really, really weird. But then I decided, well, let me just see if there's iron at all. And I drilled a hole down here. As you can see now, there's gobs of iron, and it doesn't have that bug where it's all black anymore. So it's now all painted correctly. So I have no idea what's going on, because it was not a patch day. They didn't release any patches. It was just some random save corruption something where you had loaded back up the world, and a lot of the iron was gone, but then the rest of the iron is back to normal. So I don't know. I can't determine, or I can't make a decision on if that's a good thing or bad thing. It's good that I don't have this ugly black ore anymore, but it's bad that I think some of my ore has disappeared. Oh well. But I have made test holes to ensure that there is iron there. There's some cobalt in this hole, and there's some nickel just over the hillway. I'm still getting those stupid graphical shadow glitches I hate, but oh well, what are you going to do? So what we're going to do, I'm going to build something. I built it on stream. I also showed it off just for a second in our creative world the other day, and it's funny because what I've determined to build, I built first probably a couple weeks ago, and then I was watching a Raytax stream, and he built like the exact same thing. So it was really funny that it's just kind of like, here's the pieces you have. It's like, here's the Lego blocks you have, and here's what you were trying to do. And there's really not that many ways to do it, so everybody kind of comes up with the same way. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's actually get to building. So first we're going to do a new station here. And I want this to be kind of in range of all the ore that I have. So where's my holes? There's a hole. There's a hole. So let's put it right about here. Can I move it down a little bit? How can I move you down? Nope, not seeing any commands to do that. Okay, well, let's go back to this mode. And I guess you got to build it here. What if I move it back? It kind of goes down. That's fine. Just because however high up it is, that's how high I got to go down. And of course, I don't have any armor blocks. That's okay. This is my new welder. This is actually, I ditched my old welder because I suck at building. And this is designed by Last Stand Gamers, I believe. Oh, I could have that wrong. But anyway, this is a cool welder ship. I just didn't know that these large conveyors actually worked a lot better on this type of system. Plus, if you use batteries output a lot more power than reactors do. So you only have to have a couple. These 3 batteries power all of these things. And I don't have any large thrusters at all. I just have 4. So that's making me happy. So here's what I want to do. I want to make a platform. Let's go ahead and make this out like so. Let's just make it maybe a 5x5 here. Come on, reach. I'll do all the welding later. Okay, and we'll find the middle and get that right there. Hey, you're an extra. Go away. And let's make it look like it has a bit of support. So let's build this center tower up a little bit first. Maybe like 4 blocks, and then we'll build out some support towers. These are purely aesthetic. Maybe I'll do those later because I'm gonna need a lot more flying, but maybe I'll do 1. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Just like that. If I do that. There we go. So there's the supports that we're going to have. Maybe I'll extend the platform that big. And then what I want to do is I want to create a rotor system up at the top that is going to spin around and have a big arm on it to be able to drill wherever I need to go. So I don't need to go any higher than that, right? There's nothing, even though we're kind of on a slant, I don't want to go too high. And of course, it's already nighttime. Oh, the day's run so slow. I should have put longer days. Oh, well. We're going to need a lot of shadow here in a bit. Maybe we'll get a light going. Oops, I already got one light there. Let's put this, where can we put it? So here's, somebody told me to shift till you're at the edge and then come up and jump. Yeah, that worked. Cool. Thank you for the tip. All right, we'll put a light right there. Construction components. Whoa, that was close. You can see I brought a ton of stuff with me. Hundreds and thousands. I didn't bring a lot of interior plate, but okay. I do need to get a light on here just so I can see and you guys can see what we're doing. Okay, so rotor. Now the other thing we need to do is we need to make this thing out of conveyors. Let's see, we want the advanced rotor because the advanced rotor has a conveyor inside, but we need to be able to pull the ore that this thing digs out. So let's get a conveyor. Right, I'm gonna get rid of the seat. I don't need a seat. Right there. Interior plates, of course. And I didn't bring a lot of interior plates, and I'm gonna need a lot for all the conveyors. Crap. Oh well. We just won't weld them right now. Ah, turn the light on. Turn the jetpacks on. All right, so conveyor there, right above it, rotor. On top of the rotor, we'll put another conveyor. And then we're going to make an arm. And the arm is going to consist of modded piston blocks. These are the 35-meter pistons. When you put them on a large ship or a station, they're huge. They also don't shake as much because you don't have to use as many. So that will go there. Now, how many of these am I going to need? Do you think maybe 2? This could be interesting. So 2 pistons. That's the minimum it can go. And I think that's actually too long because I won't be able to get these close deposits. So let's just go with 1 piston for now. And as soon as we mined everything that's close, maybe we'll tear this thing down and put a second one on there. Oops. Okay. And then onto this piston, we'll put another conveyor. This jetpacks. And then coming down from that, we'll have another piston. Okay, and are we high enough? Oh, I don't know if we went high enough. Crap. Bummer. What are we going to do? Because I can't stick a drill on the end of that thing. I want to be able to kind of skim along the edges. Darn it. Okay. So that means we can raise up that one a little bit. Let's try that. Let's So we probably need to go, what, like 3 more conveyor blocks high? So maybe like 2 of those and then an actual block. And then we'll stick the piston coming out of here. And the conveyor block there. All right, that should give us high enough. I want it just barely, so, you know, not extended at all. It can kind of like skim along the outside. All right, this will make a big tumble. Woohoo! Oh, don't crash, don't crash. Okay. So, piston. Right on. Oops. Rotate. There we go. And then a drill. Okay, we're a little bit too high, so let's do that. Like that. And I might put more drills on here. I'm going to start with 1. All right, that's pretty good. It's pretty much scraping the ground with no extension of the piston at all. That should mean we can get about 30 meters deep, which should allow us to get all the ore that's around here. All right, so I've got to weld all of that, and then we need to get the control system going. So let's get a pilot's seat. What's it called? Flight seat. Gonna get rid of. Probably don't need those anymore. In the stream, we put the pilot seat attached to the drill, so you would rotate along with it and you would look down at there. I don't think I'm going to do that. I could put it up at the top, or I could just put it here. Alright, that's good. We could put a light and a camera here, maybe. That would be fun. Alright, and now we need a place for this ore to go. So what if... I need to exchange this center pillar out with conveyor network. So let's get you. Let's try not to use all of our hydrogen in here. Just for some stability. We'll put that there for now. What are we out of? Why don't you like that? That's really weird. Oh, it's probably because it thinks it's part of another station. Shoot. Why can't I put that there? Doesn't make any sense. Am I missing blocks? No, I have like 1 million of them. What the heck is going on? Okay. Oh, it thinks this arm is a separate station now because now it's not connected. Well, fine, we'll make... That's kind of dumb. Because there's a thing now that says, you know, if you have a station, anything within 1,000-meter radius will, like, align to that station. Which is kind of cool, but also I can see problems with that. Okay, that's fine. That'll at least hold it while I get rid of these middle ones. Can I get rid of now? I'm not taking any chances. I don't want this whole thing to fall over on me. Okay, so that's our conveyor. We will put a... I guess a large... We probably don't need a large because we have such big inventory, so let's just get a small cargo container. Put that right here in the middle. And of course I said we didn't need the tubes anymore. We actually do. Put that there, and that there. Okay. I think the general structure is done. What else do we need? We need power. I might bring over some solar cells to help charge this thing, but for right now, we'll just have a nuclear reactor on it. Please come this way. Do I want it like that? No, I don't need it to attach. I'd rather have the words be the right way up. Fine, like that. All right, so I need to weld this whole thing, so we might as well use our new welder ship. And we'll go to time-lapse mode, so be right back, guys. All right, guys, we're back. The short little time lapse there. That's all I can do with the current items I have in my welder ship. I'm missing interior plates, I believe, but because there's no power to the system, to the reactor, the rotor is just in free spin mode. So this thing's just going around like a turnstile. But now you can see exactly how it's going to work. It's just going to spin around slowly and drill a big circle. And then we'll either on a timer block or manually we'll lower the drill down and spin, spin around, or we'll move the piston out so it gets a larger circle. And yeah, it'll just kind of drill a ton of stone for us and a good deal of iron, cobalt, and nickel once it gets to it. So I'm going to fly back to base, get the rest of the stuff I need to finish this off, give it some uranium so it actually has some power to stop that thing from spinning. And we'll experiment with actually making it run. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. There she is. Look how beautiful. Drill is all welded and ready to go. So let's hit up this nuclear reactor and put a little uranium in there. And there we go. I brought 5. That's probably way too much, but all right, she's all powered now. Let's get our control systems going. So we're going to want something to do with this drill. Toggle on and off. We're going to want the rotor. Put that here, and this will be reverse, so we can just switch it. But then we also want to be able to lock it. So that'll... Maybe I want it on, off first, and then reverse. Okay, then for the piston, we've got 2 pistons. Easiest way I've seen now to do this, you go into... these guys and you hit show on hub on, and now if I look at them, sometimes, not always, they show on the HUD. These ones do not. Okay, that didn't help at all, and they don't have a controller on them, so we'll just have to assume the first one we put on was the one across the top and go with that. That's all we've got to go by. We also, I guess, can see the different colors. I think orange... Actually, I have no idea. Whatever. We'll set this velocity something very small, probably like 0.1. Same thing on you. And back to our commands. So we'll say this one is the in and out, so we'll have a toggle on, off, and a reverse as well for that. Same thing with this one, on, off, and reverse. And that's probably all we need, right? I think so. Okay. So, where is... Oh, we got to configure... oh, we didn't put any gyros on there. We're going to have to watch how shaky it gets. If it gets too shaky, then we'll put a gyro in there. So we've got our cargo container, which just should grab everything. Our reactor's going fine. Pistons here, as far as max distance, I don't really care about. Velocity is already set. Lighting, let's make this thing a lot bigger so it lights up a bigger area. And the drill, don't need any stuff. Advanced rotor, we will give it maximum torque so it can spin a lot easy, you know, spin real easy. But we also want a large braking speed. We'll make it too big so that when we tell it to stop, it stops quicker. Otherwise, it just kind of rotates and keeps rotating. Velocity, we'll put this at 0.1 as well. Lower limit and upper limit are unlimited. I don't care. And displacement, that's kind of when you're aligning like a rotor with a second machine. You can kind of like move the pin in and out, but we don't really need to do that. So I think we are all ready. So where is the drill right now? Right now, oops, the drill. I can't see it. Okay, it's behind me. Let's turn it on. How much shaking do we have? Very little, if any. Okay. So let's go ahead and extend piston just a little bit. So let's turn 4 and 5 off. We'll assume this one on 7 is the up and down. So that should drill into the ground now. Where are you going? It seems to be the wrong one. All right. Toggle. Let's try this one. Are you going down into the ground? Maybe? Why aren't these extending? There he goes. All right, so now we've hit the ground. I'm going to go ahead and turn both pistons off so they're locked. That's a pretty strong point there. If you don't want the pistons to shake it a bunch, turn them off, and that actually, I find, reduces a lot of the shake. I'm not sure why, but it does, just through trial and error. I've built this about 10 times, and I've had multiple explode on me, so I kind of figured most of it out. So right now it's on the low part, so it's probably not gonna drill much. But once it gets over here, should carve out a good canyon. And I don't want to rotate it too fast because once it starts drilling, if it gets stuck, then this arm bends and then eventually it'll snap. So we just have to be patient with this. It's not meant to be a drill that's fast. It's meant for bulk. We're going to get a ton of stone, and then once we get down to the ore layers, we'll get a ton of ore as well. Alright, so right now it's just flattening out this area. Looks pretty good. Yeah, that was probably not the best idea to build this thing on a hill. Oh well, it's gonna work. Can I get drilled? Does it hurt? I don't know. I've never been killed by drill before. Alright, should we see how much stone we're getting? And there it's coming in. Sweet. That's what I wanted to make sure, is that it was actually flowing from the drill to the cargo container, which it is. Awesome. You don't want stuff to get stuck into the drill, because that just makes this drill weigh a ton, and then it pulls down on that long piston. And then it breaks. That's another way to make your drill break. Wonder what other ways. You can move too fast, you can have too much shaking, or you can have too much weight. I think those are the 3 ways I've destroyed this machine so far. Let's see if we can get up on top of here and watch it. Yeah, I do need some way to watch, so let's put... Nope, didn't work. Need steel plate. I don't have steel plate. Now I do. Nope, turn on. Oh, that gets me a lot. It's like, your bottles have refilled your jetpack, but we've turned it off at the same time. There we go. Now I've got a little viewing point. Maybe I'll put a chair here so I can watch. Sweet. So it's just going to carve out a corner. We're on the hill now. Let's just make sure we're not going too deep for this thing. Oh yeah, it'll be able to handle this, no problem. And did I crash? Oh, please don't crash. Please don't crash. Seriously? 40 minutes of work down the tube. Why didn't I save? Alright guys, well, we're going to have to end the episode there. Off camera, I'll rebuild the whole frickin' thing and start mining out. And next time, maybe we'll do a quick time-lapse just watching this thing go around in circles and deeper. Maybe we try and automate it so that it drills deeper every time it goes around or goes out a layer, that kind of thing. It's unfortunate that it crashed right there, but not much you can do. It's an alpha beta game. Crashes are going to happen. We just have to deal with it. It was my fault for not saving. If you guys like this episode, hit the like button. Want to see more, subscribe to my channel. I should be doing a stream in the next few days where we'll again play around in creative mode trying to build cool new contraptions. So if you have any ideas, make sure you post them or come on the stream and let me know what you want to see me build. Until then, this has been Fun Shot X. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.